Evening YouTube, and welcome to the first Teatime Technicals with myself, Joe Jenkins, aka Stink, aka One Step FX. So I thought that I would start this off on the Monday, basically showing the demo account here that I've just set up for the purposes of these videos. I'm going to go through the charts, have a little review of what I looked at yesterday in the weekly outlook, and we'll take a look and see what pairs are providing the best potential opportunities for the next coming hours, the next day. My goal with this whole set of videos that I'll do on a daily basis is to show that even when you work a full-time job, there is time to sit down, look at the charts. You don't need all the time in the world. As long as your approach is straightforward and simple, it won't take that much time to look at where the best opportunity is, set and forget the order, and we'll see what happens. So I have opened up a demo account with a balance of £1,000 and the leverage of 1-30. So everything that you will see, this will make it a lot easier to demonstrate. Not you using my phone, you're looking at the order that I'm setting on screen, and we'll go through it all. I had a very odd encounter today when I had this idea here for the pound-yen, which the order did get filled last night. So when I woke up this morning, the order was filled on the short, and things were going well on the demo account. It was in profit, that was fine. And then bizarrely, on my phone, I'll just bring up my Twitter account. Bizarrely, at some point, it just went a bit loopy, and look at this. So it decided at some point that it would open a spread of about 500, over 500 pips spread, and this doesn't even correlate to the actual charts. But as you can see, the demo account on my phone for Admiral Markets, which is who I use, was a bit bizarre. Yeah, it just went to 500, stopped me out for sort of like, well over what the stop loss was anyway, and completely fudged up that demo account. So I thought, you know what, sod it. We'll start a demo account only to be used for this trading, and I will also have, I've set up a new Twitter account to post the ideas in association with this, which will be One Step FX at One Step FX. So it's onestepfx@gmail.com if you want to email me, or once I've got a few things sorted out on Twitter, it will be One Step FX. As I feel, as much as I love the name Stink, I think moving forward, One Step FX is a little bit more professional sounding if we're going to go down that route. So let's have a quick recap. First of all, pound yen, what happened? So we were pushing down towards, and we still are pushing towards target 1. So if my demo account hadn't played up, this trade will still be going, which is great. I did cancel this order, so that's been cancelled. As you can see, prices just continued to push up. Yesterday I was mentioning about the pound USD when we were doing the review, and as you can see, price did gap completely, so there was no opportunity to even look at getting these orders in. But as you can see, prices continued down, and certainly on the pound USD and the pound yen, there are some potential setups. So what we need to determine is what setup is going to be the most probable to continue down. So we've got those two there, and again, looking at the hour chart using the 8 EMA, 21 EMA, if you want to follow along. Euro USD, nothing really going on that is of interest to me. We'll have a quick look at Aussie CAD. Price is pushed up. Again, I think the Aussie CAD, I would look at the 15-minute chart just to see if anything is occurring. At the moment though, I think we will wait and see. As you can see, there would have been a possible trade here where price is pushed up, pulled back, but there's nothing immediately on the radar, so I'll close that chart for the time being. So the chart I'm going to concentrate on for this evening's session is going to be either the pound USD or the pound yen. We'll post up both ideas and we'll get into it. So pound USD, just to start with. So as I've mentioned before, the process would be, let's just make this a bit bigger, looking at price, pulling back into the 8 EMA and rejecting. So as we can see, price has pulled back up into the 8 EMA and the last hour did close down. So for me, this is a valid setup. Price is, of course, pulling up, but what we're looking at is entering the trade with orders. Now, what I need to determine, first of all, is we've had price push up here, which is back into area of structure before where it's rejected, and it's pushed back down into support. So we'll just set this up. So on here, we're looking to enter 3 pips below the lowest point. So we'll just go down to the 15-minute just to get a nice idea of where that is. So looking at, what's that, 28.50, go 28.55 as that point. So we'll just put a trend line just to do that, and we'll go 3 pips below. So 28.55 first of all, just get this set up. 28.55 flat. And again, what I will tend to do is round down or round up the numbers depending on where price is, just for ease of use. And up here we're looking at 28.89. 28.89, so we'll just get a line here. 28.89, whack that in. 28.89. Okay, 28.89. So entry, we want 3 pips lower, so we're going to be looking at 52 for the entry, 52 for the entry, that's where we're going, and 3 pips higher for the stop. So up here we're looking at 92, 28.92 for the entry. Okay, so get lost all these adverts. Probably an idea to get a paid account at some point, but at the moment that's not on the card. So we'll just determine what the risk reward is going to be. So 92 there, 52 there. So it's 40 pips. So that's fine. So let's just get in a risk reward so we can get the idea. So I'll get this all in place, and then we'll take a look at some other potential confluence that will help us decide which pair we'll look at. I mean, I'll publish both ideas because regardless of if I take one or the other trade, it would be good just to make sure that what I'm going through still has, you know, it's a valid setup. So even if I don't take it, it's good to practice what the valid setups are. So 28.52 the entry, so we know the risk is going to be 40 pips, so I'll put 40 pips in here, 40 pips for a 1-to-1, and then 28.52 here, 28.52, and then 40 pips here, and we're going to go for 80 for 2-to-1 here. So that's what we've got. So that's the first setup on the pound USD. Now let's have a look at some other things that we could look at. Just get rid of you. So, you know, some people might want to use some Fibonacci. I mean, for me, it looks like we could have from the swing high to swing lower 382, lining up nicely, so a bit of extra confluence there. Target ones. So target ones would fall in line nicely with the previous structure on the hour, and so would target twos really. We look here, so let's just go to the 4 hour, just have a quick look. What we've got becomes a bit more apparent on the 4 hour, I think. So, you know, we've got a nice bit of structure there falling in with the pound USD. As we can see on the 4 hour chart, we've pushed way below the 200 EMA. The EMAs have just crossed, so some extra bearish momentum. So as it stands, got a bit of fib confluence there. I mean, let's just have a look. If using just, again, this is just very simple, a very simple approach. Let's just have a look. So a 1-to-1 exceeds those Fibonacci inversions. I don't know if any of the fib extensions for anyone that uses that. I personally don't. I'm just looking at the EMA, but I'm just trying to add some extra confluence for people that might want to look at those types of things. So 6168, put that in blue. 127, put that in blue. 1444 in blue, just for some extra confluence. So we've got a 1618 pushing just past target 1. Again, I'm not really going to be too worried about that. I'm just looking for the most straightforward thing, which is price respecting, rejecting the EMA. So that's the pound USD. Let's have a look now at the pound yen, and we'll do a similar sort of thing. So let's have a little look. So the lows, let's just get on the 15 to get the lows. So the lowest point here, we're looking at 42.84, so we want entries at 42, 142, 81, trend line, 141, 81, coordinates 142, 81, okay, and on the hour, we're going to be looking at these candles here. So a quick trend line, we'll just pop him in, and what have we got? Let's just have a quick look. So there we're looking at, call it 43.17, so 3 pips higher, we're going to be 43.20. 43.20s. Okay. 43.20. Let's just determine our range of risk. So we've got, what's that? Change that to white, actually, that'd probably help, wouldn't it? See it a bit further, 81.20. And we're going to look at 81. So we've got, again, 30, it's about the same, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. So 39 pip risk on the beast. And let's just get in our short positions just to get these in. So 39, 39, clone, whack that in. Okay. 81. So 39 for the first target. 39 for the first target. Okay. Second target. Looking at 78 pips for this one. So 39 pips risk, 79, 78 even, risk there. So let's have a quick look on the 4 hour and just see what we can see. Does structure line up for us? So again, target ones are at reasonably low structure, and again, similarly to the pound USD, we've got that structure there. As for some Fibonacci, I guess we would look at, because the pound yen and the pound USD do have similar movements. Again, 382 there, so it's a short pullback, so we're still momentum. I'm happy to put both of these orders on both pairs in. So let's get onto our demo account here. So pound USD, new order. Okay, volume, so we're doing a 0.01 lot. Market, we want pending order, we want a sell stop, and we want at price. What was the price we're looking at on pound USD? We're looking at, let's bring this up, 28.52s. Okay, so 1.2852. Stop loss, we were saying on the pound USD, 28.92, 28.92. And take profit, we have target ones at 28.12. So 28.12, 12 take profit, pending order, volume a 0.01 lot, sell stop, so we'll place that. Expiry, we will say we'll give that till tomorrow evening, just because that's what we can. So we'll place. So that has been placed. Let's just place another order. So we've got the 2 targets. Again, new order, pending order, sell stop, and we are going at 128. 28.52. Makes it easier seeing it at the bottom. 1.2892 for the stop loss, and also 1.28 target of 1.20. Oh, 27.72. 27.72. Pending order, not one lot, place. As you can see, nice and spaced out there. So that's on the pound USD. Now pound yen, sort you out, and we are looking at 42.81s. So pending order, sell limit, sell stop, 142.81. Is it 42.81 or 43? I think it's 40. Yeah, 42.81. We've got stop loss at 43.200. 43.200. And the take profit on the target one is 42.42. Okay, 40, that's 43.42. 142.42. Okay, expiry, we'll put that as tomorrow again, because I doubt we want it any longer than 24 hours. So place that one. That order's placed. And the last one, order of pending order, sell stop, 142.81, stop loss at 143.20, and then on this one we're looking at 142.03. So we'll place that as well, expiry, make sure that's tomorrow, and that's that. So there we go, we have all our orders set. So we, as you can see, just change this to the 4 hour just to give a, this is obviously MetaTrader, so it is what it is there. So we can see targets do line up nicely on the pound yen, and if we go to the 4 hour on pound USD, again, targets do tend to line up with some nice structure. So I'm happy with those orders. Those are in. What's that? So we're at 17 minutes past 5. So we'll just post these on TradingView as well, just so we've got extra confluence there. So we'll just copy this. And as you can see, that's taken all of 17 minutes so far just to get the 2 trades I'm happy with. And set up. So now that's all we need to do. So we'll just pop these in here. Pound USD. And we'll put here short order pending. So short order pending at, and then what are we saying for that? We were saying 28.52, weren't we? Target 1 was 40 pips. Target 2 is 80 pips. 80 pips. And the stop loss is 40 pips. So I guess the way you would look at this is you're trading 40 pips with a 0.02 lot size. So that's, you know, one way of looking at it, or you can look at the overall, because this is the other thing that does get a little bit confusing, is when you have multiple positions, you know, the stop is going to be an overall 40 pips of a 0.02 position, whereas target 1 is 40 pips of 0.01 lots, and target 2 is 80 pips of 0.01 lots as well. So we've got trend analysis for tags. We put JPUSD, USD short, put 8 EMA rejection. We'll put trend analysis with trend continuation, and that's all I want to put really. Make it public, so short order pending, blah 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 blah. That is that one done. So happy days, that will pop up. We will do now the pound yen. Copy, that's 42.81, isn't it? Okay. Is it 81 or 83? No, 82, 81, 14281. Sorry, I'm just rambling to myself here while I'm just getting these ideas up. But, you know, the target one is 39. I'm hoping to show that, you know, this trading doesn't need to be complicated. I used to overcomplicate things. I used to use so many indicators, so many different things trying to get the right, the perfect trade, the perfect entry, the perfect everything. And you just get lost, you get that paralysis by analysis, and really, if you just have a very straightforward approach, it makes your life a lot more straightforward. And also, using pending orders like we've got here, you know, if I'm wrong, price will reverse and they won't get filled, I can cancel them. If I'm right, they'll get filled, we'll see how the trade plays out. So, trading view. And, you know, it didn't take long to narrow down which of the pairs that I look at have the best opportunity to look at. And that's the other thing, it's trying to narrow down the pairs that you look at. I mean, I think I've only got 5 pairs that I have really focused on recently. And it does make life a lot easier. And all I'm aiming for, like I said before, is consistency. All I need is to be able to take one good trade a day. And I'm hoping that over the coming weeks and months, this trade account is annoying because it says this demo account will only be valid for 30 days, which is a bit strange really, because I've got a live account with Admiral, but obviously I'm not using it. So we'll see what happens, see what we can do with this in 30 days, and at that point see if it does kick me out, as it were. And we'll just continue and just start again. But we're going to be keeping a track with TradingView, but it's also the biggest part for me is not using my phone to trade. I'll use my phone to check and manage positions, but I don't want to be in a position where I've got the urge to be able to click and enter a trade on my phone, because that's one of the bad habits that I've picked up over the last 3 years, and it just doesn't help anyone. And it's a hard habit to break. But, you know, I'm sure there are other people out there that are in the same boat as me, may have been trading longer, may not have been trading that long, but this is just to really follow. And, you know, you might even want to, if you see that how successful he says this strategy is, then we can, you know, see what happens. So we'll leave it there for the time being. I'll come back as and when, if the trades get filled, and we will pick up that for now. But that's it. So order set, we're at 23 minutes past 5. That's how long I'm going to spend on my analysis. So now it's just the waiting game, and we'll see what happens. So we can see pound JPY has been filled. Sorry, it's 20 to 6 in the morning, so my voice is a bit croaky. Yeah, so pound USD it pushed all the way down, got very close. Not quite filled, but yeah, we will monitor this throughout the day, and we will see what happens. But yeah, currently slightly down, but we'll see what happens.